Hi, everyone. Miss Debbie here. Nice to see you tonight. Thank you for joining me for some new stories once again on our virtual story time. So, just for you, this is a new book of ours called Bagel in Love. Do you like bagels? I do. Bagels and cream cheese or bagels and butter. So it's by Natasha Wing and illustrated by Helen Dardik. Don't you love these colors? Pink. I love pink. Oh, did I mention I love pink? Pink is my favorite color. And it's published by Sterling Children's Books in New York. Bagel in Love. He's cute. He kind of looks like Humpty Dumpty. Bagel loved to dance. It made him happier than a birthday cake. He never felt plain when he was spinning and swirling, tapping and twirling. Do you love to dance? Who doesn't? But he didn't have a partner, so he couldn't enter the dance contest. And there's a billboard flyer that says, "Dance contest tonight. Bring your partner to the Cherry Jubilee. Prizes." I would dance, not even for the prizes. Bagel asked the best dancer he knew in Bakersville to be his partner. Poppy told him his dance steps were half-baked. She looks like a poppy muffin. He asked Pretzel, who was at the spa getting a salt rub. She told him his moves didn't cut the mustard. Matza flat out told him no. Bagel didn't give up. He knew there had to be someone out there who'd love to dance with him. With a hop, skip, and a pirouette, Bagel set off to Sweet City. Wouldn't you like to live there? Look at this. This is custard. Ooh, custard and a chocolate cupcake and chocolate cake with pink icing. I am in love. He waltzed up to a table at a busy cafe. I bet you're all fabulous dancers. Croissant rolled her eyes. Are you trying to butter us up? Actually, said Bagel, I'm looking for a partner for the Cherry Jubilee dance contest. Bagel tap danced like the famous Fred Eclair. Check out these fancy feet. Call me flaky, said Croissant, but those moves are totally stale. He held out his hand to Donut. How about you? Donut just stared at him, her eyes glazed over. Make like a mixer and beat it, said Cake. Bagel felt dumped like yesterday's rolls. He didn't give up. With all his courage, Bagel hopped onto a pedestal. Whoever can match me step for step, I'll take to the Cherry Jubilee. While Bagel tap danced, Croissant, Donut, and Cake pointed and laughed. No one stepped forward to dance with him. Bagel felt crummy. Soon the cafe emptied out and everyone had gone to watch the contest. He climbed down from the pedestal. Maybe next year, he whispered sadly. Bagel stood outside the empty cafe all alone. He heard music coming from the Cherry Jubilee. His feet started tapping again. To his surprise, he heard a reply. Tap, 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 tippity, tippity, tippity. Tap, 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 tap. He tapped again. Tap, tippity, tippity, tap, tap, tap. Tap tippity tippity tap tap, came the response. Who's tapping? Out stepped the cutest cupcake Bagel had ever seen. Her frosting was piled high, and she smelled oh so sweet. Was that you I heard dancing? Asked Bagel. Yes, said Cupcake, but I'm not very good. You sounded pretty good to me. I bet you're better than you think, said Bagel. Shall we give it a whirl? Bagel spun her around and around. Then he tossed her in the air and caught her in his arms. They ended in a dip, gazing into each other's eyes. You're an incredible dancer, said Cupcake. Her eyes twinkled like sugar crystals. Bagel felt all toasty inside. So are you. Cupcake blushed red velvet. Would you be my partner in the dance contest? He asked, pretty pleased with a cherry on top. I'd love to, she said. They raced off to the Cherry Jubilee just in time to enter the contest. Bagel and Cupcake danced circles around the other contestants. Their fancy moves wowed the judges. And here are the judges giving them all 10s. But for Bagel and Cupcake, winning the grand prize trophy was just icing on the cake, because they kind of fell in love with each other and danced happily ever after. I think that makes me feel like eating a chocolate cupcake and then dancing. So, hope you tuck in with these good stories. I just have 2 today, and then we'll record some more next week. This is one called I'm Terrified of Bathtime by Simon Rich and illustrated by Tom Toro. Who do you think is telling the story? The bathtub. You think you've got bath problems? Imagine how your bathtub feels. Published by Little, Brown and Company in New York. Do you have a rubber ducky in your bathtub? Everybody should have that. Here, remember, it's the bathtub talking. Can I tell you a secret? I'm terrified of bath time. Ooh, I'm scared. Usually being a bathtub is fun. I just hang out all day with my friends, sink and toilet. But then each night I hear those dreaded words. It's bath time. Oh, and the fear sets in. It's the same every time. First, a scary giant comes into my room. Then he twists my eyeballs. I get so freaked out, I shoot water out my nose. You would not believe how weird it feels. I look to sink and toilet for support, but those 2 are no help. Sorry, bud, says sink. We're staying out of this. And toilet says, yeah, I got problems of my own. When I'm full of water, I really start to panic, because I know what's coming next. What's coming next? A little girl and her ducky. You! Listen, I know you've got your own issues with bath time, but compared to me, you've got it easy. So she's getting undressed, not a fun thing, and she's holding on. I don't want to go in the bath. You can splash and you can flail. All I can do is try to survive. Sometimes you kick my nose. Sometimes you scream in my ear. And one time you pooped. That was a low point for both of us. Ugh. The fact is, you have all the power in this relationship, which is why I'm asking for a favor. Tonight, please have mercy on me. Please be kind. Instead of screaming in my ear, try singing me a song. I love songs. Instead of kicking my nose, try giving me a makeover. I'm overdue. Instead of pooping, well, to be honest, pretty much anything would be an improvement over that. Bath time doesn't have to be scary. With your help, I bet we can even make it sort of fun. We'll have such a good time, we'll make sink and toilet jealous. And I'll be so happy, I'll shoot water out of my nose. It will still feel weird, but in a good way. Bye, bathtub, she says. I had fun. The end. Here, the end when water goes down the drain when you pull the plug. That's a great book. I love this book. You can find these books at your library and take them home and read them all to yourself. Well, thanks for joining me today for your story time, and I'll see you next time.